welcome back to my channel. Today's video is super exciting because I have collaborated with House of Lashes to bring you this spring inspired look. You guys know I love House of Lashes lashes, and they have also collaborated with Disney and they're bringing you a Tinkerbell collection. So I'm going to be showing you how to get this look as well as talking to you about the lashes and giving you their first look. Thanks to House of Lashes for sending me their new Disney Tinkerbell lashes and providing payment for this Tink-inspired look. I love that House of Lashes and Disney have collaborated to bring you guys this House of Lashes collection because I'm a girl that grew up watching Tinkerbell and loving her, and she's such an iconic figure. Even my 2- and 3-year-old are growing up watching Tinkerbell and loving her just as much as I did. And I love her spunky spirit. I've always loved that about her. She's always up for a challenge and an adventure, and she's kind of always creating different things as a tinker, kind of the way we do with makeup. We're always using different products and bringing different things together to create really awesome looks. So I'm so excited to show you guys this collection. So let's get into the 3 different lash styles. So these lashes will come in this beautiful gold packaging, and it does say Tinkerbell and Disney across the front. Like I said, there are 3 different styles, so I'm gonna take these guys out and give you a little bit of a closer look. This first style is called Neverland. This is definitely the most natural of the 3 styles. It's a very wispy lash, but it isn't too heavy, so this is perfect for an everyday lash. Next is Forever Tink, and this is a really beautiful kind of wispy lash as well, but this one is multi-layered, so you get that nice wispy effect. And these ones also would be beautiful for every day, or you could use these for a date night lash. And the lash style is the one that I'll be using today, and this is just winging it. These are so beautiful. They have a nice taper to them, so they're perfect for a winged out look, and they're thicker on the outside and then thinner here, and they do have a multi-layer as well. So these are dramatic, but I think these are my favorite from the collection. So now that you know a little bit more about the collection and you've seen the lashes, we can go ahead and get into the tutorial. I wanted to do something that was Tink inspired and fairy inspired, but something that was also still very wearable. So I used some pale pink shadows and then just tons of different shimmers, and of course the beautiful House of Lashes collaboration. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, then just go ahead and keep on watching. To start off, I am just priming my lids with a little bit of concealer. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal that I'm going to be using on my face later on. So I'm just applying that first and then blending it out with a damp beauty blender. And to just set that in place, I'm going to be using my Mercier translucent setting powder, just so everything will blend really nicely once we start applying shadows. For the eyes, I decided to bust out my Naked 3 palette. I feel like I just neglect this palette, and it's actually so beautiful. So I'm taking the shade Limit on a big fluffy brush, and I'm just applying this into the crease really softly. I'm keeping the eyes very soft today, and I don't want anything too dramatic. So I'm just taking that up through the crease for my transition shade, and then I'm just taking that same brush and I'm going to be dipping that into Nooner just to give us a little bit more definition. And because we are doing that wing, I'm just going to keep a little bit more of the definition towards the outer corner of the eye, but I am taking this color all the way to that inner corner because we are having such a pale glittery shade on the lid. I want to make sure that the eye is nicely defined. Now just taking that fluffy brush one more time right around the edges, I am just going around making sure I don't have any harsh lines. And for the lid shade, I knew exactly what eyeshadow I wanted to use. This is Pink Pearl from Jouer. This is such a stunning eyeshadow, you guys. It is so iridescent, it catches the light so beautifully. I think it is perfect for this fairy inspired look. So I am just packing that all over the lid with a Dose of Colors brush that I did spritz with a little bit of Fix Plus. Because I did lose a little bit of the intensity that I had on the lid, I just went back in with a smaller tapered brush and added a little bit of limit right around the edges of that pink shadow. And now I am doing my winged liner, and I did want to keep this pretty thin. I didn't want to do anything too dramatic because I want a lot of that pink to show. So I'm just doing my winged liner, and then I'm going to also be prepping for those beautiful lashes. So as always, add some mascara to your natural lashes, and then the ones that I'm going to be using, like I said in the intro, are the Just Winging It style from House of Lashes and Disney collaboration. These are stunning. I love these, and especially if you have a little bit of a smaller lid space, these will be amazing for you because they aren't extremely long. So moving on to the face, I am using the BECCA Under Eye Brightening Corrector as always, and then I'm going over that with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Light Ivory to highlight and conceal those dark circles. I'm also going to be using this on the rest of my face, so I'm applying that underneath my eyes. I'm also going to apply some on my chin, the center of my nose, and the center of my forehead to keep the face nice and bright. And as you can tell, I didn't go too light with my concealer today. I wanted to keep the face highlighted and fresh looking without being too highlighted and contoured, so I only went about one shade lighter than my skin tone, and I just blended that all out with my beauty blender, and I'm setting my under eyes with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and then the rest of my face I am just leaving because I do want to have that natural glow to my skin. And I am going in with this bronzer. This is my favorite bronzer right now. This is from Pure, and a Dose of Colors brush, and I am just warming up my skin, giving it some color and a little bit of warmth. And of course, make sure that you're also taking this along your jawline and down your neck, especially if you self-tan like I am. I am losing my self-tan, so I'm making sure to bronze everywhere. And then I'm going in with just a little bit of the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and contouring just around my hairline. I'm not going to bring this in too far. And then, of course, contouring my nose. And that's all the contouring that I'm going to do. I didn't want to do too much, like I said before, so I'm using my Go To Morphe brushes, and I am just contouring my nose with a small tapered blending brush, and then I'm going to be blending that out and getting rid of that powder that we have underneath the eyes. For this look, I knew that I wanted a nice flush to the cheeks, so I am using Foxglove from BECCA. This is such a beautiful blush, and I know it looks intimidating in the pan, but you just need the tiniest amount, and it gives you such a nice flush to the cheek, and it has that beautiful luminous finish to it, which I love. And then I'm going over just the edges with a fluffy brush to make sure that everything looks nice and soft. And for my highlight, I feel like this is so fitting. I am using Gold Digger from Artist Couture and Mac Daddy, and it literally looks like fairy dust. But when you put it on your cheeks, look at that highlight. It is so stunning. This is definitely one of those in your face kind of highlights that you guys know I love. So I, of course, am applying that highlighter basically all over my face. I applied it to the highest points of my cheeks, my chin, and then the end of my nose. And now I'm going to finish up the eyes. I'm using this Makeup Geek nude liner to keep the eyes nice and open. And then I'm just taking a little bit of limit on a pencil brush and just buffing that along the lower lash line. Nothing too intense, but I feel like my eyes look really small and closed in if I don't lose anything on my lower lash line. So I'm just applying a little bit of that, and then I'm going over it with that same pink pearl that we have all over the lid, so we have a nice iridescence on that lower lash line as well. I wanted to make sure that my inner corner highlight was very, very bright, so I am using Dose of Colors Ideal Duo in Frozen. This is basically a stark white highlighter, and it has a cream base first, so that's what I'm applying here, and then I'm going to go over it with the pigment, and you can just see how intense that inner corner highlight is. Now, of course, add some mascara to those lower lashes. You don't want to leave those out. And then it's time to finish up with the lips, and I am first going in with the Urban Decay lip liner in the shade Rush. I love the formula of these, and this color is just my perfect lip liner color. It's about 2 shades darker than my natural lip color, and I love it for nudes. And of course, that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to be doing one of my favorite pinky nudes. I'm using Dora Cosmetics Buttercup lipstick, and then I'm going to be finishing it off with their Shimmer of Hope gloss for a nice sheen. And once once you get that on, your look is complete. And I just want to say a huge thanks again to House of Lashes for sending me their new Disney Tinkerbell lashes and providing payment for this Tink inspired look. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.